This is your main source. Vibe 105. What's the report? Trending topics on Vibe 105.
All right, you guys got it locked here on Vibe 105. This is the A-Team show, and I go by the name of DJ Hotshot. We got Apollo P right beside me.
Yes.
And it's time for What's the Report, where we basically highlight some of the recent events that have happened in hip-hop. And if you listeners know anything about the A-Team radio show, you know that we've been following the charges that have been placed on Bobby Shmurda and GS9. The main reason we've been following the situation so closely is because Bobby Shmurda has been in jail for 2 years without a trial. And, this past week, a member of the GS9 crew was sentenced to 98 years in prison for his role in gang warfare that stretched from New York all the way to Miami.
Yo.
it's all across country, basically, from the north to the south. But GS9 member Rasha was involved in a murder and multiple attempted murders over the course of a year. Rasha was just found guilty of the murder, attempted murder, and conspiracy in April, alongside fellow GS9 member A-Rod. Both were involved in the February 2013 murder of a 19-year-old rival gang member. Bobby Shmurda is still awaiting trial for gun and drug charges related to his 2014 arrest, alongside the rest of the GS9 crew. His trial was recently postponed for a second time and is now scheduled to begin in September. So things are basically looking really grim for young hot boy.
Young Bobby Shmurda. Remember, he actually baited out a lot of people in his crew by saying, he's with Trigger, he's with Rasha, he's with A-Rod. Broad daylight, he's gonna make them things bark.
Yes. Now
he said that verbatim. You know what?
I believe we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but rappers are dry snitching on themselves.
Yes, I think that's the whole culture. You gotta let people know you really in the streets, you really done some dirt, so they can respect you.
But it's things that young rappers are the ones getting hemmed up with this. The old rappers, they kind of know how the game goes.
I think because they have social media now, the young rappers gotta show that they're really out here putting in work.
It might be the whole social media thing, the whole theory that we need to share everything, so we're putting it in our raps too.
But I also said this a few weeks ago. I was like, you want to do all the dirt on Instagram, you want to show that you're really out here in these streets, but when you get caught up and you're all on camera, you want to put a hoodie over your head and hide away from the cameras.
Yes.
So
they're not hanging their head high when they get caught.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, we have another story coming up that's basically the same thing.
Yeah. Chirac.
It's all the way in Chicago now. Well, we know this place is kind of known for the violence that goes on there. But rapper C-Day was sentenced to 35 years to life, and Rondo No. 9 is awaiting sentencing. Now, you guys don't know, these are young kids.
Yep.
These guys are 15, might not even be 15.
I think they're around 18, 17.
Oh, okay. When I seen them on the documentary, they were young.
Okay.
But either way, these are young men. Ride or Die homie C-Day was recently sentenced to 35 years to life for his role in the murder of a cab driver alongside Rondo No. 9. They were both found guilty of the charges, and C-Day was the first of the pair to receive his sentencing. Rondo No. 9 is still waiting his sentencing, but it's looking pretty grim, to be quite honest. And, it seems like being a rapper and doing crime definitely is not the way to go.
Yeah, crime doesn't pay, man. I think it's all about being a real N-word is what these young guys call themselves.
What? Is that what they're talking about?
Yeah, because, growing up, you got to really put in the dirt so you can be real.
You got to be real.
Yeah, I think being real and being a street person is totally different.
So, I know you were a fan of that rapper Slim Jesus.
Slim Jesus, he completely honest in his raps. He never, he was never about that life. He just liked to do it because it was entertaining.
For people who don't know, Slim Jesus is a young white rapper.
Yes.
Out of Ohio.
Hamilton,
Ohio. He shot a video called Drill Time.
Yes.
He has a song called Drill Time. He has a bunch of guns in the video.
Yeah.
Some of them have, the lasers, the red dot, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But at the beginning of the video, it says all of these are fake.
Yes.
And these are all just props.
Yes.
And he's not really living the life he's rapping about.
Yeah.
And the hip hop came at him for that. A lot of people were against the fact that he was rapping about things that, he basically didn't live.
I mean, I see nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And that's actually pretty smart tactical moves on his part, even to put a warning. So in case any hip hop police are watching the videos, they go oh, these are just props. You don't got nothing to worry about. He's just playing a role, which a lot of rappers do play a role. Let's be honest here, people.
You know what? You're right. I'm still not co-signing Slim Jesus for the stuff that he's been doing.
Okay.
But you know what? Being a rapper and doing crime does not pay. Focus on your craft and keep it moving. Up next, we got some more music. Apollo P, tell us what we got next.
Right now, we got Ram Riddles with Techoff.
Some Canadian content.
Off his greatest project called Venus.
Yes.
All right, man, we're about to get into that right now.
Vibe 105.